The whole building is PSPC headquarters, so let's have a look. I have no idea how many are in the building. I know that when we come back to the building, we want to put about 6,000 people in. If you look around, this is what most of our spaces look like for PSPC certainly, but I would say even for public servants as a whole. High cubicles, printers, lots of paper, not very welcoming. So this is what most of our inventory looks like. 87% of the people work in this kind of space. And so let's see what the newer spaces look like. So much different. When we come into modern spaces, what we want to do is make sure that these spaces are welcoming, very bright in terms of the colors. It's very open. So here again, you've got individuals working in areas. You've got the ability here to have two different networks because we separate our secret networks. So when you're asking about telephone lines and cabling is the same way. So we make sure that people who need to do that kind of work are able to access a space for it. We also have active workstations. So if you have a look in there, there's a treadmill workstation not being used right now. And it's not like a running machine, it's not like a workout, it's just a slow moving treadmill. Chat points. Sometimes you want to have just a quick meeting you want to stand up and talk. It just gets you moving, right? That you're not always doing everything sitting down at your desk. You'll see our workstation sit-stand desks, so electronic sit-stand desks that allow you to adjust up or down and move throughout the day. Again, here sometimes we have people that are grouped in that arrangement that we saw there where people are face-to-face. Sometimes they're more in a pod setting, and so we try to work it out. These are teams of people that are working together. One of the things that we're the most proud of is our kitchen cafes. Our kitchen cafes, first thing is, where do we position the kitchen cafes? In the old designs, the executives got the best views. Here, we've taken the best view. You see here a view of Parliament Hill, the Ottawa River, the bridges, really the community and the industry that's going on around us. So you'll see that the color changes. Lime greens in the collaborative zone. Now we're moving to blue. You'll see the cues on the carpet. This is a quiet area where people are not meant to be having open conversations and really doing heads down focused work. Same kind of workstation, so it doesn't really matter the kind of work you're doing. You still get these kind of private things. You get some of the large screens and some of the dual screens. Take the call, right? Well, you can just get up and take a call in here. You're just having a bad day, yeah. You just want to come and take a minute to pause. There's a quiet room for that. And so again, color change here. This is the executive zone. I was talking about those huddles. This is one of those. So when I said my office, right, this is where I tend to gravitate to because again, it offers a little bit of privacy. It's still open, but people see you there and they're able to just kind of pop in, ask a question, and leave. Technology enabled again. So I think there's going to be parts of the public service that continue to be leading edge, and once we have that culture change that we're trying to do with public service renewal and trying to encourage people to work in more modern ways.
But are you ever going to design a cubicle-style office again?
I wouldn't see so.
Yeah.
That's not where I see the future of work.
Right.
Actually, I see more and more mobility, more and more reliance on technology, more and more virtual networks. So I think connectivity is going to be key. But also, one of the things I think that you mentioned was people want to feel a sense of community and being connected to, their team.